Hello, everyone. Time for another one of these wrestling unboxings. Today, we're going to do this Walmart exclusive 2019 Road to WrestleMania, which includes women's Revolution relics that are only available at Walmart. So there's 10 packs and one relic card with 4 exclusive cards. So this is 75 cards total, one of the biggest one of these blaster box we've done. So on the front, Ronda, Cena, and Reigns, and then on one side, New Day. And on the top is AJ and Roman. Really, the only things I remember about this was it was the second Jersey WrestleMania, or at least the second one at the Meadowlands. And this was KofiMania, and the women's triple threat, where Becky unified the titles. So let's stroll down memory lane of just 3 years ago. Man, time flies when you talk about wrestling. All right, let's go over here. So here's... Alright, so plain old roster cards of Bray Wyatt and Big E. And then... Oh, okay, so these are Ronda tributes. How does Ronda get a whole 40-card insert set? But, yeah, here's when she teamed with Kurt Angle to beat up the McMahons. Oh, and then there was that tag team Hell in a Cell match. Oh, then remember what there was the whole invasion of the brands, and that's when Becky got punched in the nose by Nia. That was a good thing. Kevin Owens defeated. Is that weird? All 3 of these cards come from SmackDown, or at least they're labeled as SmackDown. That seems weird. Kevin Owens defeated Shinsuke. Oh, well, that was back when John Cena was still wrestling regularly. So he defeated AJ Styles at some point on an episode of SmackDown. Good for him. He's coming back. New Year's Eve. Right. Oh, oh, those are funny. Alright, so here's a roster card of Aiden English, who I don't think was wrestling at the time. He could have been. And then, I don't remember Stephanie McMahon ever dressing like that, but I dig it a lot. Alright, so here's one Raw card. Roman Reigns defeats The Miz for the IC title. Oh, yeah, that sounds standard, right? And then, and the Bludgeon Brothers beat the New Day for the tag team titles. And then, oh shit! Oh man. Okay, so this is going back 4 years now. Almost 5. Woken Matt Hardy defeated Bray Wyatt at Elimination Chamber. Oh man. I think I just got that card. And then, oh yeah, remember? All the way back to 2017. Jesus. Alright. Breezango. Remember they were the Fashion Police? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so old. Oh, Jesus. It worked so much better in NXT, and then they got called up, and it fucking floundered. You know what we need more of? Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Unfortunately, most of those people left, but if you can ever see, there was a TNA episode that took place in the same promotion. If you could track that down, it was very good. Alright, then here's Shinsuke, dressed like a superhero. And Carmella in her 5th hair color. Oh, weird side story. I once got approached on Facebook by someone pretending to be Carmella, going by her real name, who said she was in my city and looking for someone. And I just responded with, okay, what's the scam? And I reported her profile. And I got taken away immediately. But I just found it funny. Alright, so here's Braun Strowman defeats... Oh, remember when Braun Strowman got beat over the head with the fucking cello on Raw? So there was that, and then Elias defeats John Cena and Braun Strowman, which is probably why he got hit with that cello. And oh, the Shield defeats the New Day at Survivor Series. That's what Survivor Series was for, those Survivor matches. Braun Strowman gets DQ'd against John Cena. All right. Ty Dillinger faced off for the U.S. title in a three-way? Okay. Sure. All right. So there's some good roster cards. Like there's Ronda Rousey and Daniel Bryan. All right, and his birthday was this last weekend. But remember when Kurt Angle was the GM in charge of Raw? KO defeats Randy Orton in a no DQ match. Okay, Night of Champions had a Ziggler defeats Corbin and Bobby Roode in a three-way, and then they became a tag team. All right. Man, what was going on with the United States Championship? Because then here was Jinder Mahal defeats Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Rusev in a four-way at WrestleMania the year before, which is not even the one in this set. Because that's WrestleMania 34. This is the road to WrestleMania 35. But okay. And SmackDown, the Usos win a fatal four-way match. Because of course they do, because they're the fucking Usos. Like, at this point, both Roman and the Usos, all the bloodline, they've been so dominant, who comes in and beats them? Like, you've made them so big, I don't know what the end game is. Unless it's New Day comes back and takes the tag titles. But at this point, now they're NXT champions. Spoiler alert if you didn't watch Deadline. And really, the only one who can come back is maybe Cody, but that, I don't know, or Brock Lesnar again. But Brock Lesnar just keeps coming back, and then his weakness is he gets kicked in the balls, and then he loses the title. It's like, all right. Anyway, so here's Sheamus, and then a Bayley. And again, these are all from the WrestleMania before. What the hell? All right. Braun Strowman defeats Cesaro and Sheamus for the tag team champions. Oh, but that's the one where he pulled Nicholas out of the crowd. I really wanted them to defend with just like a rotating pulling kids out of the crowd, but again, that's a weird. They won the title. They relinquished it the next day. So what was even the point? Roman Reigns wins the Elimination Chamber. And then, okay, so then The Miz won the IC title back. Okay, even though he just won one earlier, Matt Hardy snaps after losing to Bray Wyatt. And then, oh yeah, remember when Finn Balor was doing the demon stuff, which he hasn't done in years? He needs to bring that back. That was some good shit. And I don't necessarily like that his new theme doesn't have the where he does the, you know, it's not quite the Rainmaker pose, but it's the Rainmaker pose. Alright, so here's a Ruby Riott. And I'm getting lots of Ruby Riott of late. Bobby Lashley. And Kalisto wins the light heavyweight title, or whatever, the cruiserweight. My bad. That was what it was in WCW. Seth Rollins defeats The Miz and Finn Balor for the ice. There were a lot of multi-man matches at that WrestleMania. All right, Kevin Owens and man, look at clean cut Sami Zayn. Although they lampshaded that and said he's probably going to do that this week for when he meets up with Roman Reigns in Chicago. I wonder if at this point WWE going into Chicago is still going to get CM Punk chance. I think at this point we tried that. And I'm a huge CM Punk mark. We tried that. It didn't work. Maybe let that sleeping dog lie. Anyway, okay, I guess so Aiden English was they got rid of Simon Gotch. There were no more vaudevillains, but he was teaming with Rusev. And they defeated the New Day. Not for a title or anything. And, oh yeah, remember, this is a thing that happened that I'm sure everyone forgot, Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble. And then did he eventually become Universal Champion? I don't even remember. I think maybe. Alright, so here's... Oh, that's not great. Cedric and Randy Orton. Alright, so here's another Ronda card. Ronda helps fend off Absolution. It's like, oh yeah. Remember when they brought in all those women's three-man teams? And they named one Submission Sorority, but they didn't do a Google search first. And then it turns out Submission Sorority is like a weird fetish website. They needed to change the name the next week. Good times. Ugh. This is sad in retrospect. Triple H taking out Jason Jordan, landed him right on his neck. Ugh. Although, I've said it before, and if you check the Twitter, I've said it many times. How great was it that they were in Pittsburgh for Kurt Angle's birthday, and Jason Jordan gave him a handwritten birthday card that said #1 Dad. Like, that they played that up. Because the last time Kurt Angle was on, he was interacting with Chad Gable. And Chad Gable never mentioned that he used a tag with Kurt Angle's son. And I thought they really needed to, and they didn't. But I was very happy to see them acknowledge Jason Jordan with Kurt Angle. That made me very happy. Braun Strowman and Kane in a double countout. Sure. Owens defeats Shane McMahon in a Falls Count Anywhere Hell in a Cell match. Is that really an extra stipulation you needed added to Hell in a Cell? Kevin Owens and Sammy attempt to occupy... Ugh. They made Yep shirts. Oh, man. Those were good times in the Yes movement. Ooh, okay. I dig that. So there's an Asuka and a John Cena. And then... Oh, I take it that this is probably a parallel just based on the background. See, like, look at that background is Kevin Owens brutalizes Sami Zayn as he does regularly. And here's Bobby Roode winning a tournament or advancing in a tournament for the U.S. title. Like, see, so look at the vague difference between the backgrounds there. Like, that's the stupid shit I hate. All right. Kevin Owens and Sammy defeat Randy and Shinsuke. Randy and Shinsuke were a thing? Alright. Cedric defeats Roddy Strong in the 205 Live tournament. Ugh. Poor Roderick Strong. And then the United States... Oh, yeah, remember when Barry Corbin was U.S. champion? Oh, man. And then for whatever reason, they made him the Raw general manager, and the show went to shit. Alright, so here, oh, well, that's convenient. The two of them were in a match together at that. So there's Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Then Braun Strowman defeats Big Show. Oh, Big Show was still wrestling in a steel cage match. Okay. Oh, then yeah, Balor Club defeats Reigns. Oh yeah, remember when it was Reigns Rollins, and it was after Ambrose had quit. So that it's, or maybe he was just injured. I don't remember. But then they plugged in Jason Jordan. Oh, and yes, Cena asking Undertaker for one more match. Ugh. And Drew Gulak doing his exact same CZW gimmick on the main roster. So good for him. And then, oh, I forget what. Was the title vacant? The Cruiserweight title vacant because that was when Rich Swann got arrested for domestic violence against Rosemary. No, is it Rosemary? No, it's Su Yung. Yeah, and he got fired even though it was later proven that he didn't do anything, but he was already fired. So there's Xavier Woods. Well, it was certainly less substantial than what happened between Kimberly and Nash Carter. So there's Xavier Woods and a Samoa Joe. And all right, here's another parallel. Baron Corbin defeats IC champ The Miz. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeat the New Day in a lumberjack match. Because that's nothing says Canadian like lumberjacks. AJ Styles and Shinsuke. Okay, that makes sense. Defeat KO and Sami Zayn. Represent New Japan. Shinsuke defeats Rusev at Fastlane. Okay, remember when Fastlane was a pay-per-view? Are they still doing that? Daniel... Oh, so that must have still been when Daniel Bryan was injured. Wait. But he was in that WrestleMania. I don't remember what was going on at all, because that must be when he was SmackDown GM, but did he wrestle? I don't know. Yeah, because he was at KofiMania. So I don't know. And that must have been after he got injured and quit and came back. So who fucking knows? All right. So we did that. So then here are our 4 Walmart exclusive. They put it in a whole separate pack with the Relic and their exclusive Walmart Divas Revolution, or it's Women's Revolution. We don't call them Divas anymore. But here's Nikki Bella retains the Divas Championship with Twin Magic. And determine who all was there. But who can believe that the Bella Twins were teaming with Alicia Fox? Like, ugh, all right. And then I seem to recall that there was another person in that match besides just Paige, who they won't mention. And let me just say, that Paige right there looks totally different than the Saraya who is now in AEW, right? I like this one much better. Even though I've seen those videos online. Let's say, Brad Raddock's lucky dude. All right. Just, and then here's Charlotte Flair defeating Nikki Bella. And then here's Charlotte Flair defeating Brie Bella. And I'll just say, I like Nikki Bella for the aftermodel parts. But Brie Bella was all around the better Bella. All right. And then here we go. Oh, well, considering what the main event was, this is a pretty good relic. So here's an authentic Mat Relic of... Oh, for a second I thought she was given an attitude adjustment to Ryback for some reason, but no, that's Triple H. Okay, so there we go. Because this is a blaster pack, probably. Still have not gotten an autograph from any of these Topps blaster packs. But all things considered, based on what was going on at WrestleMania 35... it would have been better for Becky Lynch. But yeah, I don't think you're going to do better than Ronda Rousey. So, yeah. Man, a lot has changed in wrestling in just 5 years. And then I got a bunch leading up to... Actually, so this was a road to 2019. I have a hanger box of the road to 2019, or 2018 and 2017. So I guess we're going in reverse order. So we'll do those next. I just watch it get farther and farther back and be like, oh, but wrestling is crazy sometimes. But all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Those are up next. Keep an eye out. Thank you.